Hey all, Keith here from the Emerald Minecart, and welcome to another review. Now before I continue on, I need to make two things clear. First thing, when I review a piece of media, there will be spoilers. So if you have any interest in what I am reviewing, experience the media first before watching my review. Second thing, I have decided to start scripting my reviews of media so I am not pausing and constantly saying, And if you're curious, no, my reviews of physical products are not going to be scripted. They usually aren't scripted. So anyways, on to the review of Godzilla Minus One. Anyways, here are the pros, cons, and mids. First off, the pros. The music. Obviously, the original Godzilla theme appears in this movie, and it is used sparingly. Then there is the atmospheric music that will play in the background or in certain scenes that's also pretty good. Next up are the special effects. The special effects in this film were pretty damn good, especially with the damage and gore that we see on Godzilla. Seeing his injuries regenerating was pretty cool, along with the special effects of Godzilla shooting his atomic breath, which is what I will get into when I talk about Godzilla himself. And then there is his death scene, where the top part of his head is blown up, which then leads to his body cracking and crumbling with these blue light beams shooting out of his body. That scene was pretty freaking awesome. Now, I touch upon the characters, with the main character being Koichi. Koichi is the main character of the film and has trauma from Godzilla due to him killing a team of soldiers that Koichi was not able to save due to him being afraid of shooting Godzilla. Seeing him form a relationship with Noriki and the small group of people he befriends, along with him having to be a father and him having to come to terms with what he wasn't able to do, followed up with him finally being able to kill Godzilla by flying a modified fighter plane into Godzilla's mouth. Next up we have Noriki, who we see is friends with Koichi and is carrying around a baby that was given by someone who was done radiation. I really like the relation that she and Koichi have, and the scene where she quote-unquote dies, and the baby that she and Koichi have raised begins to cry that her mom is gone. That shit made me tear up. It was one of the two scenes in this movie that pulled on my heartstrings. But then there is the ending where it's discovered that Noriki is alive and we get a happy reunion, which, once again, was a scene that made me tear up. Next up is Shiro. Shiro is the youngest member of the three-person group that Koichi joins. He is, at first, not allowed to join the others in enacting Kenji's plan to kill Godzilla, but then there is a scene where he and a bunch of other citizens and soldiers arrive with the boats to help kill Godzilla. I really enjoy that scene and I like his character and how he interacted with the others. Next up is Tachibana, someone who was part of the group of soldiers that Godzilla killed and Koichi failed to save. He is obviously angry at Koichi due to the fact that he was too scared to take the shot, with him even punching Koichi when Koichi goes looking for him to fix the fighter plane that Koichi later uses to kill Godzilla. Tachibana is thankfully convinced eventually, and he fixes up the plane, modifying it to have an explosive in the engine to kill Godzilla, along with an injection seat, because it's revealed that Tachibana wants Koichi to live still. So, yeah. Next up is Kenji, one of the three men in the group that Koichi joins. Now before I continue on, I just want to say that I love this guy, and it's very clear that I am not the only one who likes him. For you see, when looking up pictures to use in this video, I googled Kenji's name, and two of the images that popped up were fan art, with one of the first results being a Tumblr post. So yeah, it's clear that a lot of people definitely like Kenji. Anyways, Kenji is a scientist who is the one who comes up with a plan to kill Godzilla, with the plan being to have two ships tie these pieces of machinery around Godzilla, with them being turned on by a lever in both of the ships, which would then lead Godzilla being forced down into the deepest part of the water around Japan, with there even being a plan B to bring him back up really fast, mostly due to pressure and living things not being able to survive, being able to go back up to the surface at a certain speed. But yeah, obviously I and many others like his character. Next up is Sumiko, who is this older woman who lives next to Koichi. She actually helps Koichi and Noriki take care of the baby, and even looks after the baby when Noriki leaves for her job she gets. I really like the friendship that she, Koichi, Noriki, and Akiko, especially since she is the one who gets the news that Noriki is still alive, and she is the one who informs Koichi about this. Next up is Yoki, the leader of the three-man group that Koichi joins. He is the one who tells Koichi that he and Noriki should get married, and is even upset that Koichi never married her after her supposed death. Also, another thing I want to mention, but why does he kind of look like a Japanese Adam Sandler's? Like, is it just me or no? Then there is Akiko. Akiko is the baby that Noriki is given by the dying lady. Seeing her cry for the first time after Norika's supposed death, like I mentioned, pulled at my heartstrings. Her acting was pretty good, and I am very happy that she got to know that Noriki actually survived. And for the final character, Godzilla himself. Now, in my honest opinion, he kind of looks like a modified version of the MonsterVerse Godzilla with a smaller head, but besides that, the way he fires his atomic breath is so friggin' awesome. Like his spines slowly stick up one by one, turning blue, followed by him shooting out his atomic breath. The scene where he does this was so awesome. And I also was expecting to see him have a healing factor either. Okay, now look, obviously Godzilla is someone who can tank a lot of damage, but this is the first time where I see Godzilla with actual battle damage that then heals rather quickly. And finally, the ending. Like I mentioned earlier in my review, the ending has it revealed that Noriki survived, and she, Koichi, and Akiko have a happy reunion. But then it is shown that Noriki has this mark on her neck that resembles one of Godzilla's dorsal plates. This is then followed by the final scene where it's shown that the top half of Godzilla's head is slowly regenerating. And because of the teaser for the second movie came out recently, yeah, he's obviously coming back. Those were my pros, now for my cons and mids. I have no cons and mids. This was a pretty damn good movie. So I give this film 7 out of 7 stars. I can't wait to see Godzilla Minus Zero, which, as a little nitpick, I don't think Minus Zero is a number, I'm pretty sure it's -1 followed by 0, but hey, that's just me. Anyways, that was it for this review. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye! Driving through